Okay.
And I have moved out of the house.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm getting everything back set up. Hold on. Now my laptop doesn't want to show me my monitors correctly. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm getting I forgot to mute YouTube. It should work now though. I just need to fix everything. Okay. There we go. Everything should be fine. Why isn't it in my headphones? Nothing can ever go smoothly. One moment. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, I'm not streaming tomorrow. Wednesday will be better. I promise, Wednesday will be better. I'll have everything figured out on Wednesday. There we go. There we go. Okay. I have to open VTube Studio, right? Never mind, my computer doesn't want to open VTube Studio. That's fine. We're going without it. This time it shall work. Why isn't it letting me have chat? There we go. You know what? Good enough. Good enough. This is what we call good enough. This is what we call good enough. Okay. Let's finally get into it for real this time. I'm so sorry. Wednesday will be better. Okay. First episode, the first turnabout. Let's begin. Yes, I would like to play. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I need to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Yes, we need another Von Karma roast to save us from this mess. Hold on. Today's full of problems. I forgot to plug my iPad in. That's how I see chat. All right. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. And now I get to find a Phoenix voice. I'm taking a drink of tea. This is stressful. Ow! My tea is scalding hot. That hurt. A lot. It's fine. Alright, Phoenix. Boy, am I nervous. That might not be Phoenix's forever voice. I'm gonna find it throughout these next few lines. Right? Oh, hi, Chief. Yeah, Von Karma would tell gay people to try harder. Well, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you. And your client as well. I love Mia. She's so hot. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Because I knew if anyone would need it, it would be Larry. Well, that's news to me. I wanted to help him out, any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Yeah, Mia would have loved to meet the kids. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell them I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence, I ain't afraid to die! What? What's wrong, Larry? Mia would take the crown for Wynant. It's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. Oh, Larry. Oh, you idiotic fool. Dude, Maya should so channel Mia so she can meet the family. That would be incredible. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. And that I owe him one. Which is why I took the case. To clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna take a drink of water this time since my tea is way too hot. Alright, 10 a.m. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Oh, wait, I need to find my judge voice. I need to figure it out. Larry is on occasion helpful. Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thanks. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstance, I think we should have a test to assert your readiness. Said no judge ever. Yes, Your Honor. And shaking, eyesight fading. Phoenix, don't let them smell your fear! This test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts? The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? I know this one. I'm glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix? Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? I've never... Okay, so when I first played Ace Attorney 1, obviously, it was on my 3DS. So it had all of the, like, older, more pixely art. I've never seen Mia's HD sprite. Or, like, any of the HD sprites. I just realized that when I saw this one. Oh, the victim. Of course. I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. This is Phoenix's first case. He's allowed to be a little silly, but no, they make him extra silly. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court records. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinderblock! So let's check the court records. Attorney's badge and Cindy's autopsy report. And we have profiles. Ooh, did Cindy always have a profile like in the original game? Payne is 52? No, that feels fitting. That feels fitting. The victim is Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. No, I mean, Mia's like, damn, couldn't you have gotten kids faster while I was still alive? Use tab to check the court records frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet. Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Yeah, Apollo learning that there's a ghost aunt. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. Wasn't to you anyway! Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Alright. The victim arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude. No way. I love Larry. He's so stupid, but I love him. Apollo has a conspiracy board for the Wright family. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. I'm not sure, Apollo's leading conspiracy for the Wrightworth family would probably be that they're all collectively fucking with him. He cannot believe that it's true. It has to be a joke. It has to be a bit. Should I wait and see what happens? Stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That's cheating, she-dog! That cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Larry, you are the worst. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking so good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Oh, I hate you so much, Larry. Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Larry, shut your mouth. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I've got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matters. Who was your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. Yeah, no, Larry was about to say bitch, but Phoenix was able to stop it. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. How do we like my Payne voice? I'm having so much fun doing it. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sott to the stand. Oh, hey, look, it's Sott. Mr. Sott, you sell newspaper I can't talk. Mr. Sott, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sott, you may proceed with your testimony. I'm glad we enjoyed the Payne voice. Payne needs to sound like the most... The Payne needs to sound horrid, and I think my voice does that justice. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. I can't talk. Also, I love that it looks like Larry's trying to get his pants back on in this picture. I don't know what else he could be doing except trying to pull up his pants. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran away was, without a doubt, the defendant, sitting right over there. It is definitely a little bit of a change between investigations and the normal game. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I mean, we told him to lie like a dog, so... I can't defend you against testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sott used was one of those. Your Honor, I have the records of the blackout for your perusal. I hate that Payne uses the word perusal, because I also use the word perusal. Perusal. I can't talk. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes? Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. This is the real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab, and then point out contradictions in the testimony. Alright. Okay. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Yeah, Phoenix. I love baby Phoenix being so trusting in everybody. Like, come game 2, Phoenix has none of that. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. There I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Yeah, Thought's name is a joke on, like, he saw it. Time of death, 4 to 5 p.m. Frank, you can't do me like this, dude. That's a lie. Oh, wait, no, I wanted to press. Q. Investigations have, like, a so much more intuitive menu than this game. Ah! I almost dropped my water bottle. Okay. 1 p.m. Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m.? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. I love them giving it to you, like, so easy in the first case. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? No, I'm shocked at how like, light Phoenix's hold it is. I think it's because I always imagine a significantly deeper voice for him, and I usually see people giving him a deeper voice. But no, in canon, he's got a rather light voice. Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. Oh. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Thought, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Alright, what do you have to say for yourself, Thought? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Okay. So the pointing, what we're going to point out here is that her TV couldn't be on because of the blackout. I'm hoping to get through the beginning, like, turnabout beginning, this one, and then at least the first part of the next one. I'm hoping to make at least a tiny bit of progress for today. Or I guess not tiny, but a little more. Okay. I heard the time, there was a voice on the television, but it was 3 hours off. I'm gonna press, and then I'm gonna present. Video? Yes, that would explain why the time was wrong. True. Right. I think the problem lies someplace else. We agree you heard the time at the scene then. Wait, is that me telling me not to, not to prevent there? Are you sure it was a television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. The witnesses testified he heard the time. Okay, I'm going to prevent the blackout here. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Well... The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sott? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sott? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding a body. Very well, Mr. Sott. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. What time did the blackout start? Noon. So, yeah. So it wouldn't have been. Frank has the worst poker face. This man was not built for crime. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Okay. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon the killer used to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Oh. It was only 4. Now, find the contradiction. I want to point out that the blackout was at noon, so it would have been stopped at 12 instead of 1. A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Yeah, the murder weapon the killer used to hit the victim. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. You doze off in the middle of my testimony or something. Something's fishy here. Yeah. Hey, Frank. The murder weapon is a statue, not a clock. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a... No, Phoenix definitely looks better having a little bit of stubble. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it sets the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with the testimony now? So many! Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I love that no one questions Phoenix accusing someone of murder on the stand. Mr. Sawat, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Oh, I don't think we should play drinking games with legal misconduct in Acr Attorney. That feels like a dangerous game. What is the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Yeah, I saw it. Looks like he's about to explode. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard no... Shut up! I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Give him death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim. I forgot saw it through his toupee that quickly. I thought it was closer to the end of the case, but I know we still have, like, stuff with the passport. I completely forgot it happened this early. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. Better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sott heard was definitely the clock. The fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock. Now, here in the court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Yeah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sott heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sott, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Oh, what is he talking about now? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it! We're so close. Let Phoenix say fuck. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sott. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime. Yeah, no, the second Phoenix steps outside of the courtroom, he's just like, Jesus fucking Christ. That was the worst. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sott. Mia? I mean, Chief? Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think it through. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Oh. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves the clock was running slow. The passport. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time differs between here and Paris. The time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 p.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Phoenix, don't quit your day job. I completely forgot that was his, like, actual breakdown sprite. See, in my head, him throwing his toupee is the breakdown sprite. I completely forgot he collapsed. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Yeah, Saw It spontaneously got rabies. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Apologies, I was taking a drink of water. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. And thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Hey! We did it! And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posted the newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. We're 1/5 of a way because we have Rise from the Ashes. And Rise from the Ashes is ridiculously long. We're going to be in this game for a while. After he left, Mr. Saw It let him. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Ooh, I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Someone should keep an eye on Larry. Me and Verity would get along. Good. Wait. No, I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Sydney Wendy's. Gone, man. Gone forever. Dude, Kay asking Maya to channel her dad's spirit would be so sad. That would be heartbreaking, but I could... Someone should draw fan art of that. Larry, she was a... Never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Oh, I love Mia. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Hey, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat? Larry, I love you, but Mia is way too good for you. Larry, Mia is way too good for you. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait. Wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Mia does have really strong Arrow Ace vibes. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Does that make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? I can't talk. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I cannot talk today. Apologies. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing. Really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him. Huh? Oh, yeah. Right. It's the clock! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of that what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little bit better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn. Grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Mia, listen, the other reason is because Phoenix is way too gay for his own good. And so my first trial came to a close. Mary slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. If you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. No, what? I love everyone calling Larry Harry, and Phoenix says nothing about it. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Hey, we did it! We finished the first case in less than an hour. A brand new episode has been added. So, I mean, I suppose we just jump straight into Turnabout Sisters. No, Phoenix and Miles are painfully gay. Phoenix literally changed his major and went through all of law school just because he wanted to see Miles again. Just for the chance. Hello, this is Maya. Hi, Maya. Hey, Maya. It's me. Mia! What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. And it's all your fault. The game just minimized on my screen for some reason. Nah, just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. No, the meme of the one person pulling out the ring to propose and the other is shocked and then like it's like no wait, and then pulls out their own ring. That is so Phoenix and Miles. Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys. Hey! Not a little girl anymore, sis. No. You know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you. The clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out. Oh, I think this is supposed to be Mia, but for some reason it kept it question mark. Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis. But I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit up the usual joint. Alright, it's the deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Oh, that conversation is so sad knowing what's about to happen. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers. this isn't this person's forever voice. I'm undecided on the voice I want to give him yet. I'm sorry, but I can't give you... I'm sorry, I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you are not conspicuous of my backgrounds. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh, my dear Miss Faye, I'm so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. I forgot they showed you his face. Wait, I completely forgot you saw Red White's face. Red, white, blue. I do wish Mia got a little more live time. I also completely forgot we saw him here. Part of the reason I wasn't doing a voice was because I wanted to keep the twist, like save the reveal, but I completely forgot we saw it. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Well, while we're here, why not look at the plant? Phoenix really said nope. I smell blood, and that can't be good. I have to check and see if Mia, the chief's okay. Okay, Phoenix, I won't look at the office. That smell. Blood. Sis? Someone's there. You know, I don't think Kay would be all too shocked about Ghost Aunt, given she's seen some crazy stuff. Sebastian would be shocked. Chief? Chief? Chief! Who are you? Oh! And she fainted. The strange girl dropped out cold and left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Till finally she was cold. Chief. Well... Chief? It's hard seeing her like this. But if there's any clues here... She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Oh, Larry, why did you have to make this statue? There's some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of glass. Must be pieces of the glass light that... God, I can't talk. Must be pieces of the glass light stand broken in the back of the room. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper? Must have fallen from his hand. What could it be? Well, let's look at the conspicuous piece of paper. A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police. and find out what that girl was doing here. I'm shocked that Phoenix's first thought was to touch the crime scene and not call the cops. That girl, just now. Where did she go? Put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya Faye. Maya Faye? Maya. So, Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be use for evidence like this outside of the courtroom. Yeah, no, the fingerprints aren't a thing unless they need them. What happened? She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in. The room was dark. And sis. Oh. I see Maya and Nick's relationship as siblings. So Maya is Phoenix's, like, sister, and then, so she's aunt to the kids. So she was already dead. You and the chief. So, you're the chief. Dude, Phoenix, Maya has already said that she's already referred to Mia as sister, or sis, multiple times. Sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting this late at night? Yes. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes. It was that clock. It was the thinker. Well, so your sister wrote your name? Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name. Oh yeah, the second Red White dies, Mia's beating the shit out of him. Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. I'd rather hurry up and call the police. Where is a phone? The reception desk. I usually sit here. A small writing desk cluttered with office supplies. Wait, where do I get a phone? Wait. Oh, the phone's in this room. Mia with the ghost chair! Right, I'd rather call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come quick! Or, I don't know who's saying, please come quickly. Oh, wait, I was doing Gumshoe's voice because I thought this was him arriving at the apartment. But no, I think this is April May. Police! Please, come quick! What's that? Someone's screaming from outside the window. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Wait, now what do I do? Oh. Oh! The police are here! That was quick! The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! Hey! It's Gumshoe! Alright, I'm Detective Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. Receives a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyways, I don't want either of you moving in 1 inch, okay? No, Gumshoe, no, she's not a character in this game. Kay's not in this game. Gummy! Great. Just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have... No. Whoa! Excuse me! This word, Maya, here, mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not... Case closed! You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. Yeah, no, it is odd, because Kay and Sebastian are both, like, they exist within the universe, we just don't see them. Which means Blaze is somewhere being the worst. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. No, I think Kay was staying with her grandparents before she and Edgeworth met up. Like, before she met Edgeworth. So she's probably chilling with her grandparents right now, waiting to become 17 so she can leave home and become Beata Grassu. She looks so tired. Yeah, no, Gumshoe, like, literally, next case, Gumshoe is so chill. Are you gonna be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you. I'd rather give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes, I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never gonna believe me, are they? Even you. When you found me in the office, you looked at me like I'd done it. Did I look at her like that? This picture is so sad. No, I never thought. It's okay. I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is the experience. Huh. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Damn, Mia. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I just can't sit by and watch. And I think of the person who did this to Mia. I for some reason picture a man in a bright pink suit with purple hair. And I think his name might be something like a color. Or maybe something else, but like a color. I know. Yeah, no, the Right family shows love by bullying each other. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? No, I can't wait to get to Red White and his ridiculousness. This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes. That clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made? How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it? In her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is still on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. I think the realization of bullying equal love would make things worse for Apollo. Your cell phone. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it. Right. Oh. I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure. Thanks. Spirit mediums. So, you're an acolyte? A medium in training? That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second. You said the Fae family? So, Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So, you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium? With that ESP and all that? Yes. In training. Well, can you contact Mia Spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I am sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Something the matter? Yeah, no, I love the image of Mia just randomly channeling the spirits of the people who are dead. And Phoenix like, wow, that's some weird meditation. I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And while I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go and ask him to represent me? Sure. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? They're fucking dead! I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10 a.m. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Alright. Grossberg Law Offices. Oh, we're going to the question mark void. I forgot how ridiculous Grossberg's office looked. Though I do know that we'll find an even more ridiculous office in not too long. Nope, no one in the Rightworth family has birth parents. Okay, the weirdest thing I have to get used to between investigations and this is in investigations, you can press the space bar to advance dialogue. You can't in this game, so I keep clicking it, wanting to advance the dialogue, but it's not moving. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I just have to come back later. I want to look at this ridiculous painting. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick, it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. How would that work? Phoenix, are you allergic to paint? What? I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case. And if I'm not mistaken, that lighter is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Damn! Damn, Grossberg! Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Okay. Well. Guess let's head to the office. Oh, hey, they cleaned up the body. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busy searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal! No trespassing! Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No. Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Yeah, guess I got the wrong name. Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy. He was no killer. You're no killer. Right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Detective Gumshoe. Detective Foodie Sue? Detective Gumtree. No, I'm gonna do Gumshoe. I'm nice. Gumshoe. Wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right. At your service. Hang on! That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal! Anyways, get the name right. Don't go calling me Dick. Apologies, I have the humor of a 5-year-old. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick! Get over here! Yes, sir. Be right there. You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quickly. He thinks I'm my lawyer. Tell me about Mia. About Miss Faye. Did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. He might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report. But that's all. Thank you, Gumshoe, you spineless man. About Maya. Yeah, looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Well, then I want to look at the autopsy report. Single blunt force trauma, death was instantaneous. We're getting closer and closer to one of the jokes in the Acr Attorney fandom. Why do you say that? He gets mentioned! The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth. Sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do! I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Aw, don't talk about him like... Aw, don't talk about him... God, I can't talk. Aw, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. This line is so funny in retrospective. Because, like, I think Athena and Clavier both became prosecutors at 18. Or, Athena didn't become a prosecutor, but Athena became a defense lawyer at 18, and Clavier became a prosecutor at 18, and then Francisca became a prosecutor at 13. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with almost an abnormal passion. I've never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. I need Maya's phone. I was wondering, did you see Miss Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh. He's on to me. Tell him not so straight. Okay. I can't be straight with this guy. What should I tell him? Something the matter? Oh, no, that carrying strap on the cell phone. This? It says the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Tokyo. The Steel Samurai? That action hero on TV? Yeah. You see, that strap is a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if it went down to the precinct. Is that what she said? Yes. Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Well, we got Maya's cell phone. Sorry, Gumshoe. We had to lie a little bit. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyways, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerless ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. Does she have a sister named June July? I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? Yeah, no, Gumshoe really is just a brick wall in both, like, appearance and intelligence. I love him, but he is dumb as a rock. So, you've sent her home already, then? You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. It's gonna be May! She's not going outside her room until the trial. So, she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a I can't talk. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. This is what we heard in the beginning, yeah. Okay. Okay. Grothberg back? Nope, okay. Off to the Gatewater. Oh, we're going to the Shadow Void again! It's gonna be me. Hello?
Well, hello there, handsome.
Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal.
A memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder.
Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. I just felt so excited I can hardly contain myself.
The distortion world, yes.
Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness.
I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look.
Wait, hey! What are you doing? No touching! Oh, bad boy! You really shouldn't pry around other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you?
Yeah, April May does look like she'd say nay.
Nay! You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Nay!
Upset? I thought she was going to explode there for a second. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. What you witnessed. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed in the time of the incident.
Oh! Observe! Incident! You sound just like a lawyer in the movies! I like a man with a big...
Once again, I have the humor of a 5-year-old.
I like a man with a big... vocabulary.
Better not encourage her. Do you know that thing that occurred, that, happened the other day? The bad thing? Well, what did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it? Pretty please?
Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh boy. So where does April fall on the tier of worst Ace Attorney characters ever? She's certainly better than Dr. Hottie. That's for sure. Could you just... Who exactly are you?
Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me?
No, hey, I'm just here doing my job here.
You know, you're cute when you blush.
Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do?
Well, no. You had
Jesus Christ. Yeah, she would say a slur.
No. You had your little hopes up, didn't you?
Oh boy. This room. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you?
Oh, what a wavy powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television.
Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little liars.
Oh boy. You're exhausting, April. I'm gonna look at your wine. Phoenix truly is the disaster bisexual. God, I can't talk. Phoenix really is the God, I can't talk. The disaster bisexual. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Okay. Goodbye, April. I won't miss you. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Oh, sorry, let me try that again. Aha! So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. Oh, horrible news, Gremlin! April will open her mouth way too much more. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Yeah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. What do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. I'm not busy. And how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came here to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. God has abandoned you. Yes. Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Cha-cha? Cha-cha real smooth. Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. Can't go taking cases on days' notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry. End of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Dude! The fuck? What about Mia? How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just... I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyways. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. Yeah, Marvin does look a little sus. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? That painting. That's quite a painting. Ah, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The colors of the sky, the hues of the sea, they weave the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million! I have no intention of parting with it, of course. Jesus Christ. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Well then, Mr. Not for Sale, I'm gonna go tell Maya you suck. My tea is still too hot to drink. My thermos works too well. Hiya.
Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer?
Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. Listen, Phoenix, you don't have to lie that much. You can say he was what I would potentially consider obese.
What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned, then.
The day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard.
No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
That's the sinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. Yeah, that clock's killed too many people. So then, when you did arrive at the office...
It was right around 9 p.m. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her. My sister.
Thanks, Maya. That's all I needed to hear for now. Your family. What about your family?
I only had my sister. And my, really shitty aunt, who, hates me for some reason, but she won't be important until next game. Also, my little cousin, who's adorable, but she also won't be important till next game. My father died when I was very young. I don't know where and I don't know where my mother is. She won't be important until the 3rd game.
Don't know. So she could still be alive? Your mother!
The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our bloodline, in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life.
Ruined?
After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain.
So, you live by yourself?
Yes, I've gotten used to it.
Yeah, no, everyone's just vaguely bringing up the future without questioning it.
Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers.
I feel bad for her. All by herself up on that mountain. Your mother's enemy. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother?
About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate.
Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they?
The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim.
Wow. So what happened?
The case was solved. We thought.
You saw it.
The man my mother helped, the police capture, was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media imploded. The media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation.
I see.
White.
Excuse me? White?
That was his name. My sister told me.
White.
Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Let's defend my FA. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not.
Why?
Why? Well, I can't abandon you. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know. I've been there a long time ago. Oh, baby Nick! Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? To find your long-lost love? Someone had to look out for the people who have no one on their side. No, because you're gay as fuck. Oh yeah, no, it's frequently talked about that the media in the Acr Attorney universe suck. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me.
That's so kind of you.
Aww, I want to give Maya a hug. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right. Thank you.
She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right?
Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay?
It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Oh, God! Okay, beyond her being, like, just the worst character, she also looks terrifying. I don't know how to explain it. Just, what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into that drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. I suppose that's the game telling me to go and poke around. Oh, hello. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come to follow up. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no! Hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there's a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp. God, I can't talk. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right. Sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name?
White. That was his name. My sister told me.
White. What's the name of the guy who ruined me and Maya's mother? Could it be a coincidence? Listen, Phoenix, I don't think too many people are named White in this universe. Or any universe. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? You know, honestly, if there's one person I would expect to have a wiretap, it would be April May. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? I hate how right you are! I hate how correct you are! May is White's Discord kitten. I hate that I spoke it, so we're both in hell here. There's a story behind this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean.
Oh, Bellboy! Still there?
Uh-oh. Time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. And we will continue. But I would like to save my progress. September 7th. God, I can't talk. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, Lobby 1. It's the boy! He returns! Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. Better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence that she committed the murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin, then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. I'm going to use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. The cause of death? Oh, sorry, I thought that was Gumshoe's, but no, that's Edgeworth. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon. Apologies, Gumshoe just tried to murder me. I breathed in wrong. Ow. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a I'm so used to reading like the main character lines in Edgeworth's voice. I just tried to read Phoenix's line as Edgeworth. They're still calling it a statue. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Ain't nothing like a heartache. Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I didn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. I love Maya hurling something at Phoenix. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Is something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Alright. Let's press everything. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay. I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Alright, please continue. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Alright, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto of this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the two people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. I forgot how quiet Miles is in this first trial. He's said, like, nothing so far. Dude. Mia and Miles would have argued, like in a friendly way with each other so much if Mia got to live. Are you absolutely sure it was us? I don't remember being there. Listen, pal. Your dumb act will only get you so far. Gumshoe! Gumshoe, you gotta be nice! With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you just stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She's pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press it with a little more care. As I continue to press every statement. Why's that? What's your reason? hold on just 1 second. Hey, the music stopped. I did something right. Dude, if you find Mia lived fanfics, I'm just saying, I'm always open to fic recommendations. Hold on, just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. I love everyone's just like, yeah, you said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious. And she sure isn't Pink, pal. Oh, wait, it's escape for profiles. Gumshoe, do you have eyes? She's fairly pink. Oh, they certainly exist. I'm sure I've read at least one before. How old was everyone during this? God, Mia was only 27? Oh, that's heartbreaking. She was so young. Maya's 17. Which means she was 2 when her mom disappeared. Gumshoe was 30. Gumshoe might be colorblind. Gross. I'm sorry, sir, you look horrid for 64. April is 23, Edgeworth is 24, and the bellhop is 26. Cool. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe, do you have any more solid proof other than her claims? Detective. I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Gah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor. Sir. There's something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. No, Miles is so funny. Edgeworth is so funny. Stop talking for a second. Edgeworth is so funny when you consider how young he is. Like, he's 24, yet he's frequently bossing around 30-year-old Gumshoe. And people older than Gumshoe. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. See, Phoenix, you made a mistake here. You should have eaten the evidence. That's how you get out of things. You eat the evidence. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Phoenix and Miles are the same age, so they're both 24. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, detectives. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Okay, so the thing I immediately want to point out is Mia died immediately. Suspect found a memo on it, the word Maya, lapis, victim's blood on her finger. The word Maya was clearly. Gonna try pressing this one. Do you have proof it was Mia who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh. Sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. Blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on her finger. I think I present the autopsy here, but I'm gonna press first. On which hand was the bloody finger, detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Nice try. Uh-oh. Guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Before she died, the victim wrote her killer's name. Oh, no, it would be here. Horror terrible news! Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have wrote it? You have it backwards. Detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. Hey, are you guys ready for one of the jokes in the Acr Attorney fandom? She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? Also, not only has Edgeworth... Oh, I could so see Phoenix stimming by clicking the paper. I wanted to point out that not only is Edgeworth so quiet throughout this whole trial, or like so far throughout this whole trial, he's barely said anything, but he's also so still. He hasn't changed sprites once. I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? I forgot. The day of the murder? No, the day after the murder. It was the day after the murder? The prosecution's point being? That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. Outdated autopsy report! What? A second autopsy report was performed yesterday, at my request. Death was almost immediate due to blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility that the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright? You look so shocked. Something you want to say? I'm a sham! I don't know if there's a wrong answer to this question, but I'm saving, just in case. If I lose health for a bullshit reason, you're a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, The defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence is... say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Well, we just got our autopsy report updated. Oh well, Your Honor. The evidence strongly suggests that the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that is the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn. This isn't good. I can't talk. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? A witness, your name, please.
April May! At your service!
Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Aw, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Edgeworth is way too gay for this bullshit. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th, when the murder occurred?
I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices.
That's right, big boy.
I hated that! Oh! I hated that! Blech! Blech. Please, testify to the court about what you saw.
It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she got up to her and she got up to her and she hit her.
Oh yeah, you came back at the wrong time. I also threw up in my mouth a little bit there.
And the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy wink.
I'm making her say wink. I'm making her say wink out loud. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm. Didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Maya Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Fuck yeah. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have the feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. Dude, April May is like cutesy YN Wattpad girl. She has to have some weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Okay. It was 9 o'clock. I looked out the window, and then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. The woman, dodged to one side and ran away. The girl caught up to her, and she hit her. Oh, that's it. Nothing really jumps out as a contradiction. There's gotta be something in there somewhere. Maybe I'd better just press her on the facts a bit. Okay. That was my plan. I just wanted to read through all the testimonies again. Yeah, no, to be fair, I also don't want to cross-examine her because I want her off screen. Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
Huh? Why? Why what?
Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something?
Oh, well, gee.
That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily.
I sort of, I had a feeling.
Ugh. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press her a little harder on this one. Go for it. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him.
The poor girl.
Order. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? The woman with long hair was... the woman with long hair, that was Mia Fey. Oh. I did not mean to do that.
Something short of, well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing.
April, Mia is significantly more attractive than you. Your thing. And the person attacking her. How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime, with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Yep, he's right. The testimony certainly does make sense. And everyone in this court keeps siding with her. I'd better not press too hard on this one. So then, tell us what happened to the victim. She dodged? Dodged what?
Well, the attack.
Please, continue your testimony. How do you know that it was my client? Oh.
Huh? Well, first of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her?
she has a point. Nah. Oops. I mean, I totally meant to do that. That wasn't a misclick at all. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing. Did you really see the defendant at all?
Yep.
Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Yes. What is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this. I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. I did all of this on purpose. None of this has been an accident. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. Dude, no, April is totally a pick-me girl. The testimony is bogus.
But.
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What'd you say to that, Miss May?
Liar.
Oh, every new word I have to say as her is the next worst word ever.
Liar. What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise. Wink.
Sorry, I just threw up. I don't think this case is too long. Damn, I almost had her. I truly forgot how horrid this character was. Yeah, no, you're right. April is definitely wanting to say a different word when she says lawyer. Except this time it's directed to Phoenix only and not Edgeworth only.
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, the kind of statuette clock? The thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please, begin the cross-examination. I'd prefer not to, actually. Maya, I'm sorry, you might have to go to prison for this one. Okay, I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged and ran to the right. Okay, so Mia was over here. Would that work? I don't think that works. Is that right as in your right from... is that right as in your right as you looked from the hotel?
Which hand do...
Oh, cool! April just committed to murder on stand. Wonderful. recognize her being snide here. I think I don't think they're picking up on her wanting to say a different word because they're clearly obsessed with her for some reason.
Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand, right?
Set aside, Mr. Wright. Please continue. So it was her right. So that's the wrong way. Wait, does she say... Wait, does she say Mia and said back? Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her, and she hit her with the weapon I saw her do. That doesn't sound right. Oops. No, fuck. No, I went to prevent. Which button to prevent? E. Fuck. Okay, you know what? You know what? We had to get a wrong one eventually. This evidence clearly contradicts... This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are that statement and the statement just now related? They aren't, are they? Oh, 2 health? Ooh. Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making an accusation. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Okay. You know what? I want to press everything. Oh, wait. Wait. Okay, I did see everything. I did. The victim. Okay, the girl in the hippie clothes. How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes. Ah! Keep doing that.
That's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun.
What happened then? So we can all see April's bullshitting here, right? Where did this weapon come from? Ah, why do I keep doing that?
She picked it up from the desk.
I see. What sort of weapon was it? Moving my mouse away from the button this time. A clock. Wait! She wouldn't know it was a clock unless she was in there! Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
What? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
Okay, listen, I'm a little dumb. Okay? I'm really bad at picking up on stuff. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Clock. Didn't this come up? Wait, did I already press this one? Oh. I thought I pressed the one before it for some reason. Hey, April. Miss May. What you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer.
Ignoring that, you just said you think the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it.
Here.
Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order. Order! Miss May, can you explain how you knew this was a clock?
Oh.
The witness saw the murder with her own eye. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse this issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. I will not. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Only once. Objection sustained. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over.
Uh-huh. What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it. It says the time. Yes, I heard it say the time.
So, you've been to the law office of Fay and Co. That was Edgeworth's voice. Apologies. So, you've been to the law office of Fay and Co.
No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law office of Fay and Co. The law offices of Fay and Co. Where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. Not that close. It's not that close. She could have easily heard the clock, especially with both windows being closed. Definitely not. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? Fuck no, Your Honor. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because I couldn't have run. I mean, she couldn't have heard it, but it also couldn't have run. Your Honor, members of the court, it's inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. The clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look, right now. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It's as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It's as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have run. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat, ugly liar.
Fat? Ugly?
Well, Miss May? No, no, no. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, and you say it can't. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clock removed? When was the clockwork removed? I did have to add ugly. It was required. It was after the witness heard the clock. When there was... it was after the witness heard the clock. There was no contradiction. No, there wasn't. No, no, Edgeworth. I have evidence of the otherwise. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is the phone call! Take that! Take a look at this. That is a very cute cell phone.
Oh, you have a girly phone.
Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! Order! the defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation.
So, you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then?
If you could. I should probably tell you. The clock isn't talking right now.
Huh? It's not working? That's lame.
I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Edgeworth has the best sprites, including his furious sprite when he's like that sprite. It's incredible. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know the weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Except there's only 2 of them. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? I fucking do. The witness claimed she had seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock. Clock in the form of a statue made by Larry Butts. Yeah, just play the breakdown sprite already. It's simple. This clock was never in any store. Ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. The other one isn't here. And the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible. Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh? Excuse not a sale today? I love Phoenix so much!
What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it!
Ow, that hurt my voice. That was a bad idea. I make mistakes. Ow. One moment. Let me take a drink of tea. All right. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law. The witness will remain calm.
Silly me.
Yeah, they certainly put a lot of effort into animating her chest.
Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Hee hee. Wink.
Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have any opinions on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you heard about it. Because we know she was in the hotel. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Yeah, Phoenix is now afraid of women. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was clock. The wiretap. Baba Booey. Have a look at this. Have a look at this.
Nah. Oh, that's...
I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Maya Faye's phone, were you not?
Oh.
Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. Thinker... Clock. I have to take... Yeah, okay. Baba Booey. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen one more time to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Oh, they're hardcore they're hardcore flirting.
Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while.
Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me.
Again? What is it this time?
It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker. It tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May!
Shut up! All of you! I give you the right to treat you!
I once again made a mistake.
It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl.
Bleh. Oh, I hate that. I hate all of this. I hate everything.
Oh, so I'm the bad girl? Is that it? That's it.
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Oh yeah, no, she definitely wanted to use a different word. Specifically one that starts with an F. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to. Even with a murder trial, even tippy-tapping are relevant.
She's saying what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Well, this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice. He has a point. Well, Miss May, you have an explanation for the court. Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who thought that, and of course I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Wait, I say, wait. Oh, I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was.
Why were you having iced coffee at 9 at night? I feel like at this point in the series, being queer has been widely accepted for like 10, 15-ish years. Probably. So like, cause that still puts our characters that we put in the doesn't swear but will call you a, but will, tier. For the tier list, like, still around when those words were probably fairly well known, and some of them don't know to not use them anymore, and some of them do and choose to. But I don't think like the F word would be the really bad F word would be like it wouldn't be as like looked down on as it is post time skip, where it's like basically where you're getting arrested for it, but it would still be bad at this point.
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So, where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fay, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. Don't drink coffee at midnight. That's not good for you. Drink tea. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Continue examining Miss May. Because I do think my thing here is, we know it was Red White. So, April was obviously in the hotel. We need to tie her to Red White. And we need to tie her to being an accomplice. Not the actual perpetrator. Right. On with the cross-examination. What exactly do you have left to examine, Mr. Wright? Miss April May has admitted to the wiretap, yes? But that has no relevance to the case at hand, murder. There's no way you can prove any connection. Uh-oh. Think. This can't be the end. But I'm out of evidence. Fair. Then, I believe the cross-examination is over. Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have any other witnesses to call? None, Your Honor. She's the last one. What? But that means Maya's guilty. Wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright? The defense would like to call the bellboy, after all. As I thought. May I remind you, dear Mr. Wright, should you question the bellboy, and Miss April May's alibi proved to be solid, then, by default, your client, Miss Maya Fey, will be pronounced guilty. Are you prepared to accept my condition? Edgeworth, it's got me backed into a corner, but I don't see any way to take this. I accept. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I am happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I've received a call at 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. What is his face in this one? I brought it to her precisely at the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, I will be finished. Okay. Dot. Brought it to her essentially at the time, and I delivered this coffee to herself. I'm just gonna press everything. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, I check out guests, I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I check Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions. I like that everyone in the Ace Attorney universe is either, like, insanely proper and, like, prim and proper, or actual street rat, and there's zero in between. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Oh yeah, no, Maya being accused of murder is certainly a running joke post-time skip. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... The point being, I remember her quite well, sir. I'm sorry, what happened between them? Yes. What then? No, add the them to your statement. I want to press you on that. Who's them? 9 o'clock on the dot, you say? Yes. I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. clear on what April May did to the bellboy. It was something, though. 9 o'clock, the time of the murder. Precisely? 9 o'clock, then? Precisely. Precisely, yes. God, I can't read today. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy. Teehee. I'd like the iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9 o'clock, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? Because she's covering up the fact that Red White committed murder? You are sure that it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with, embarrasser, sir. I'm sorry, what? What did she... What did April do to this bellboy? Embracer? Is that French for embrace? Oh! It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It's a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Oh, don't get smug, Edgeworth. Actually, no, it's fine for Edgeworth to be smug. I like him more than Phoenix. I still like him more than Maya. Edgeworth is my favorite, outside of Sebastian. I think Edgeworth is probably my favorite Acr Attorney character. So there's very few characters, yeah, no, there's no character that I can be like, careful, Edgeworth, I like them more than you. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest! Wait, please wait. Yes. Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Objection!
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay. This is really it, now. This may be last chance. What do I ask him about? Check in. Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Oh, alright. Very well, sir. My first thought was she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl. So it was a disappointment, really. I see. Excuse me, what exactly was a disappointment? Well, I'm not without charm, sir. But even I'd have little chance with her lover there. Oh, so she didn't check in alone. I mean, we knew that, but... What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy. Tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person?
Objection!
I object. That was objectable.
I love Edgeworth.
Objection overruled. Will the witness answer the question? Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're not normally supposed to... that's the sort of thing you are normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite indeed. It was good... It was the, good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. You fool! I've done it. I've won. Oh, Edgeworth has always been silly. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man? Correct. Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it is impossible to judge it is impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright, is this other person? Simple. It was the man with Miss April May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Yeah, if it wasn't for Von Karma pulling strings and shit, this would definitely bring Edgeworth under suspicion. Your Honor, as it has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man who was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. I just hit my microphone. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late. I suppose you'd like it. I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today, for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Edgeworth is so much fun to voice. I think he's definitely my favorite character to voice.
Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there.
Really? Edgeworth, those are weird things to call your future husband.
I think I might be your newest fan.
I was just doing my job, you know?
And then again, another attorney was pretty cool too.
Huh?
That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well, no, I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, I see.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
That man with Miss May, he's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to go find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise.
I'm counting on you.
I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. Now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. All right. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. All right. I know today was a little shorter, but we did have computer troubles before we started, and I am going to end a little bit early. I did absolutely hurt my voice a little bit doing April. So I am going to call it early. And then tomorrow I do have an appointment with my optometrist. I think that's the correct name. I'm getting my eyes checked. I get an appointment every year, for free from insurance and stuff. So I'm getting my eyes checked tomorrow, and I'm going to get new glasses in a week or so. So hopefully my ability to actually correctly read the words on screen will improve. So there will be no stream tomorrow because I'm going to the optometrist at the time I normally stream. Unfortunately, it was the only appointment they had for like another week. But yeah, so no stream tomorrow. Wednesday, we will be back with more Acr Attorney. Woo! All right.